Well, good morning. Another opening day in Pennsylvania. So I am just got down the farm and I'm gonna walk back nice and easy. It's warm, it's about 55, 56 degrees right now. It's gonna get up to about 70, 72 today, so I'm gonna take a slow walk back and try and get settled in there, hopefully not spook any deer going back, and see what happens. That big 8-point came through last night at 5:45, so yesterday morning he came through at 5 to 6, so if he comes through at 5 to 6 today, we're not going to get a shot. But the only hope is if he does do that, hopefully he just goes by, doesn't spook, and then he does the same thing in the evening that he did yesterday evening. So we're gonna get back there, see what happens. So going hunting, let's go. I'm all settled in. It's about 5:45. As you can hear, we're back up by the interstate. This is where our food plot is, so I'm not going to talk long. I want to kind of get dark and just sit. That big 8-point came through here just around 6 o'clock yesterday morning, so if he does the same thing, I just want him to walk by, and we'll come back here in the evening. So it's a beautiful morning. We got a north wind. I got the buck cage out there to mask my scent, freshen up that vine as I was coming in, and we're all settled here. We got a lot of good cover, so should have pretty close shooting if something gives us an opportunity. So we'll see you guys at daybreak. Well, it is daylight. (6:49). It's legal shooting. Sunrise is in 10 minutes. But we haven't seen any deer yet. Which, that's a good thing. I did not want any of them to come through before our legal shooting, especially if that nice 8-point that we're looking for is back here. And we're set up over our killer food plot. We planted this with resurrection clover and chicory. There's a lot of young clover throughout the whole entire plot, but the deer have been in here pounding it all summer. So it really hasn't taken off. But the last time I came up to do a fertilize of the plot, I also planted some killer food plot winter oats in here, so got a little bit of that coming up. And then obviously we've got the carnage brassicas that are looking really good out along the corn right on the outside of the food plot here. So all my shooting's going to be 20 yards or less. We got 20 yards right to the vine, 21 yards. I can shoot about 25 yards out there. But really, anything in the food plot here, we're looking at 20 yards or less, so that's perfect. We've got a pretty good tree we're in here. Got a lot of good cover, hidden well behind this. I can see pretty good every direction that I need to see. So it's a perfect morning, beautiful. We just need some deer to cooperate. I'm sure we'll see some. Whether it's the right one, that'll be the question. Well, I have not seen any deer yet, but I have heard a deer blow twice now, down in the woods down here to my left. I haven't seen it. It sounded like it was down there maybe about 100 yards at most. And I checked the wind and it was kind of drifting that direction. It's supposed to be a north wind, but it's kind of like a northwest right now. Now it's going this way. Now my wind's kind of coming southwest, up for that split second. It was blowing that way. Well, we're gonna sit for a while. It's only 20 after 7. I'm sure we'll see something. And if not, that's okay too. Well, I just had a little doe come running up. Come running up through the woods here. Cut through the bottom of the food plot. Stopped. I got just a little bit of footage on her as she was there, and then she ran down the tree line. I don't see anything else down there. Had her on camera. She was on camera last night, actually running through the food plot. That was a deer. Don't know what had her running. Not sure. It's the only bad thing about this interstate is you cannot hear. Everything is by sight. Well, keep my eyes open. Maybe something else will be following her. Well, I had a fun morning sitting here, hanging out in the tree. Awesome. Beautiful. Love this time of year. And as usual, the deer have the upper hand today. Slow morning, but can't beat it. So I'm gonna start packing everything up, break it down, climb on down here, and take a slow walk out. I want to check the food plot a little bit, check along the corn, see how the brassicas are coming up on the higher side here, and head back to the house, get some lunch, watch a little Penn State, and figure out what I'm going to do for the evening. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back here or not. I'm going to debate. I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to move too much back here today. So we'll see. I may hunt another spot, but not 100% yet. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna pack it up, call it a morning, and figure out the plan for the afternoon. All right, guys. Well, I am back in the saddle, up in the food plot, same tree I was in this morning. I'm gonna sit till dark and see if that buck doesn't move this evening. Nothing really moved anywhere on our cameras all day. Like I said, I only saw that one little doe this morning, but when I was walking up, there was a fresh buck track about halfway up the tree line. So could be in the corn, There was a fresh big doe track right with it, so maybe he's chasing. They might come through here. So it's warm. It's about 68 to 70 degrees right now, so hopefully it'll start to cool down, but we're in the shade of the food plot, so that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna settle in and enjoy the noise of the interstate. We got about 3.5 hours, so I'm gonna sit tight. Well, I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but I heard a commotion. I looked over and this hawk flew down and it caught a bird. I couldn't tell what kind it was, but it caught a small bird, small songbird. And when I had the camera on it, it was actually sitting on that bird. And then I'm not sure if when it flew away, if you saw that or not, but you know, you don't get to see stuff like that every day, how nature actually acts. Everything's got to survive, so you know, there's a lot of people out there who will say, you know, we shouldn't be hunting and killing deer because it's not humane. There was nature being not humane, but it's the way of life. You know, everything's got to eat to survive. A hawk is a predator. It eats meat along with other things, and it just killed for its dinner. And we're out here hunting deer to provide food for our table as well. So just interesting to be able to see that and share that with you. Those of you who are hunters or just understand the way of life in nature and hunting as a whole, you probably understand it. There's probably people who will watch this and say, it doesn't matter, it's not the same thing. It is the same thing. So that was cool to see. Just to be able to watch, you know, a hawk go for it, get its dinner. Same thing a coyote would do, killing these deer. Well, it's 6 o'clock. We have not seen a single deer yet this evening, but we're getting into that golden hour, so hopefully something's gonna move, preferably with big tall antlers, and come right through the food plot here for us. Well, I think that's going to do it for me for the opening day here in Pennsylvania. Saw a lot of big trucks today, but we let them all go. I hate this interstate, but it's where our farm is. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna start packing up. I'm pretty much out of light here, so climb down and head on back. Thanks for hanging out with me. Plenty of season to go, so we'll be back out. See you on the next one.